But father, take care. When our turn comes, our revenge will be sweeping. I do not understand you. You rely on the usurper's return. We do? You are mistaken. He will not advance 2 leagues into the interior of France without being followed, tracked, and caught like a wild beast. My dear fellow, the Emperor is at this moment on the way to Grenoble. On the 10th or 12th he will be at Lyons, and on the 20th or 25th at Paris. The people will rise. Yes, to go and meet him. But he has a handful of men with him, and armies will be dispatched against him. Yes, to escort him into the capital. Really, my dear Girard, you are but a child. You think yourself well informed because the telegraph has told you, 3 days after the landing, the usurper has landed at Cannes with several men. He is pursued. But where is he? What is he doing? You do not know at all, and in this way they will chase him to Paris without drawing a trigger. Grenoble and Lyons are faithful cities, and will oppose him an impassable barrier. Grenoble will open her gates to him with enthusiasm, and Lyons will hasten to welcome him. Believe me, we are as well informed as you, and our police are as good as your own. Would you like proof of it? Well, you wish to conceal your journey from me, and yet I knew of your arrival half an hour after you had passed the barrier. You gave your direction to no one but your postilion, yet I have your address, and in proof I am here the very instant you are going to sit at table. Ring, then, if you please, for a second knife, fork, and plate, and we will dine together. Indeed, replied Villefort, looking at his father with astonishment. You really do seem well informed. Eh? The thing is simple enough. You who are in power have only the means that money produces. We who are in expectation have those which devotion prompts. Devotion, said Villefort with a sneer. Okay, is this the first time in this book so far that we've had a nice volley back and forth between people? I feel like with Dante, it was so much like he absorbs everything that is thrown at him, until he's thrown into the dungeon and then starts swinging a stool around. But like, even between Danglars and Caderousse and Fernand, like, there wasn't this equal back and forth. It was just all this kind of manipulation going on. Right now, it feels like the first time that Villefort has met his match, and in his father, no less. Now, since the text does mention this directly, I'm going to say this historical thing that I'm hoping isn't going to be a spoiler alert for the thing. But the thing is, people reading this at the time of its release, reading the Count of Monte Cristo at the time of its release, would have known this information, so it wouldn't have been a spoiler to them. Therefore, I'm not going to treat it as a spoiler here. When Noirtier talks about Grenoble and Lyon welcoming Napoleon with open arms, and Villefort is like, no. They're gonna gatekeep. You know, he's gonna be caught like a wild beast. He's not gonna get that far inland because people are gonna oppose him. Historically, Grenoble and Lyon both opened their gates to Napoleon without resistance. So that's pretty telling here. I think what it does for readers of the time and what we can take as readers in 2025 is Dumas is subtly shifting the suspense a bit. So we don't really care about the king, right? You know, we know what the 100 Days is. Again, if you are a reader in 1844, we know what the result of that is. I'm not going to go into it now, but readers of the time would have known. What this is really doing is putting the suspense on Villefort, I feel like. Villefort has staked his claim with the royalists. We as readers know that Napoleon is in the country, is making his way toward Paris, toward the throne, without resistance. And we are understanding that Villefort has actually staked his claim, put his chips down on the wrong side, at least for the immediate situation. But Dumas has also shown how Villefort changes. He's a chameleon. He can shift his perspective and his thoughts depending on who he's talking to. So the fact that he's getting this new information from his father is maybe giving him more chips to work with in the future. Like, he's going to be able to see a few more moves on the chessboard ahead of where he currently is so that he can maneuver better. That's just my guess. The only way we can find out is if we continue forward, which we will do here tomorrow as we barrel toward the end of Chapter 12. I'll see you then. Okay, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.